Hello, my lovelies. Aquarius, this is going to be your December monthly reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aquarius. In order to get your full reading, make sure that you look at all of your placements. Let's see what we have for Aquarius, my aqua sauce. What's going on for the month of December? We have the Hanged Man and the Queen of Bones to start off your reading. So the Hanged Man is all about stuck, stagnant energy. It's Pisces energy, but you need to let go of that. So use the sword in order to set yourself free. I feel like some sort of idea or a surprise epiphany is coming to kind of help let go of what's keeping you stuck and hindering your growth. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. This is somebody who follows their ambitions. She's very goal-oriented, very driven. She likes the attention that she gets from others, and she's somebody who doesn't back down from a challenge, so embody that energy. Seven of Swords is all about some sneaky, underhanded, deceptive behavior. Someone could be lying to you, sneaking around behind your back, but it's somebody who can't really be trusted, so you need to be cautious with that. And if somebody in your aura is like that, they aren't worth your time. The Devil. We have a lot of stuck, stagnant energy so far in this reading for Aquarius. So this is telling me that you need to overcome some sort of temptation, some sort of addiction, codependency, or something that, again, leaves you feeling like you're stuck, trapped, or bound. Set yourself free from this cage. If you're struggling with things like addiction, seek help. If you are struggling with things like codependency, you need to learn to be more independent. If you're struggling with things that are a great temptation to you, why do they tempt you? Get to the core of what it is that's tempting you so that you can release that temptation once and for all and be able to go forward. You're at some sort of crossroads in December, so you need to choose your options wisely. You need to weigh your options carefully, remove any blinders that you might have on about the situation, face your fears and see things in reality so that you can make a logical decision in order to decide which path you want to take. Could be dealing with courts, contracts, a Libra, or the legal system. Justice comes to kind of help level the playing field. It's there to create balance. And if you're dealing with a Libra, they love balance. They want all things to be in balance. If you're dealing with courts, contracts, or legal issues, this tells me that balance needs to be restored. So if something isn't working, you need to try and change it, and it might involve the legal system. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentagrams in this deck. This is finding balance in your finances. So if things have been a struggle, I know for a lot of people they've been a struggle lately, this is telling you to curb any unnecessary spending until you get back on your feet financially, but things do start to balance out. Five of Goblets, you need to shift your perspective or make some changes. See the bigger picture. Know that all hope is not lost. If you find somebody in your life is like not being honest with you, or they're deceiving you in some way, lying to you, then shift your perspective. Just because that person did that to you doesn't mean that other people will, so make better choices. King of Goblets, he's who I refer to as my ideal father figure. He is somebody who is very nurturing, wears his heart on his sleeve, and he is a fierce protector of those he loves, but he's also very romantic and somebody who would absolutely help kind of break this cycle of toxicity in my mind. So that comes out with the Devil. That tells me that this person could be very tempting to you, or this could be a tempting offer from this person. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It tells me that in order to break the ties that bind, this is channeled message coming through, in order to break the ties that bind, you have to see where this temptation started and why you are tempted by this person. In order to let go of the temptation, the toxic cycles, or feeling stuck, trapped, or bound by marriage or commitment, you need to first see what it is that you are lacking within your own life. If it's compassion, empathy, love, affection, and that's why you're drawn to these toxic people and toxic cycles, you need to first give that to yourself in order to break this tie that binds you. Interesting. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentagrams in this deck. So this is work-related issues. So you could be working a lot, focused on your monetary goals right now, and you need to make a decision if that's working for you. I feel like your job could be kind of abusing the privilege of having you as an employee, if that makes sense. For who this message is for, it will make perfect sense. Like you're overworked and underpaid. You might need to make a decision on whether this job is worth your time going forward, or whether you need to make a decision to leave this behind and try something else. And forward movement is coming with the Chariot. So I do feel like justice will be served and you won't be in this stagnant energy anymore. You might be traveling, relocating, or purchasing a new vehicle, but forward movement is possible after being stuck and stagnant. There's the need for rest with the Four of Swords. This tells me that you are burnt out, or you soon will be. So make sure you're focused on taking care of yourself as well as your finances. King of Pentagrams, he's very solid and stable. He's somebody who's very business oriented, very domineering, very charming. Somebody who makes great deals is also what I'm picking up. Crowley and Supernatural, they called him the salesman because he would make deals with anybody. And his deals were not the greatest. They were always the ones where he really was after your soul. He wanted to take you back to hell with him and be the king of hell, basically, and he wanted Lucifer to be locked in the cage forever, and we also have that with the devil. So interesting energy. I feel like you could be overcoming the devil this month, and on more ways than one. So letting go of toxic cycles, temptations, things that do not work for you. And they're telling me, do not make a deal with the devil. Whoever this person is, whoever this toxic cycle is with, whoever this person is that's like a total salesman, do not make a deal with the devil. It's very important that you don't do that. You need to make a logical decision to cut away these type of people, not to keep going and getting into business or into bed with these people. Wow, interesting energy coming through. So in order to be successful, you have to shift your perspective and cut out these toxic people, the liars, the manipulators, and the people who do not have your highest good in mind. In order to do that, once you do that, you are finally going to get into your abundance. So I feel like these other things or people are hindering your growth and your abundance from coming in. I also feel like you want to go forward into being able to leave like a legacy of wealth for your family behind you. And this is also a card symbolizing that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have a solid, stable foundation. You can have your finances in check. You can have all of the things that you want, but you have to get rid of these things that are hindering your growth forward. Page of Bones. Make sure that you don't jump into something head first without thinking about it, especially where it relates to your job or making a decision about your job. I think you need to be really cautious that you look before you leap, that you know what you're getting yourself into before you just kind of throw caution to the wind and jump off a bridge, because this is really going to be something that can hurt you ultimately if you don't make a wise decision going forward. So be really cautious with that. All right, what else do we have going on for Aquarius for the sign or for the month of December? The devil again. You need to be really careful with the people that you're dealing with. I feel like you have a lot of toxicity around you, toxic situations, and you've been really stuck and stagnant. You need to chase your dreams and let go of all this toxicity and leave it behind. Six of Pentacles. So your money is improving, but you need to eliminate the, what is the right word for that? They're showing me Wile E. Coyote in my mind. So he was always out to get the Roadrunner, and he was always there to like sabotage the Roadrunner. So get rid of the people who are trying to sabotage your success and the toxic cycles that they bring with them. Four of Pentacles. We are going to balance out our finances, but a decision needs to be made. Seven of Swords twice. You have a lot of toxic stuff around you, and you need to balance that back out by letting go of the things and people that aren't good for you. You already know this, so this is just confirmation. If this resonates for you, this is your reading. If this makes sense to you on who these people that you feel like you can't trust or they're manipulating you, you may have to go through the courts to get like a restraining order if it comes to that, or there needs to be like some sort of justice served in this situation. And sometimes it's just leaving these people out. You have lots of choices to make. So remember, everything that glitters isn't gold. Shift your perspective. I do feel like you have like someone in your corner, like a partnership or a nurturing parent perhaps, that can help you kind of make wise decisions. Choose with your intuition and do not ignore it. Four of Wands. We have a lot happier time ahead, but man, there's a lot of toxicity to weed through in the beginning. So you are going to go to like a solid, stable commitment with somebody. I feel like you're letting go of the toxic cycles, the toxic people, and all of the things that you know aren't good for you. You're finally like straight up slamming the door shut in their face, like, no more. I'm done with this. I want to be happy. And we definitely have the chance for a solid, stable relationship. Four of Swords again. You are burnt out. You are exhausted. This is a lot to deal with. There's a lot on your plate. So be cautious with your choices. You want to go forward, not backwards. So definitely take some time out, rest. Maybe you need to get out of like where you live and take a little trip somewhere to kind of clear your head. And I don't think that would be a bad idea. Yep, because you're in your head. You're thinking about making a deal with somebody who you aren't positive if it's a good business deal for you. Again, we have Crowley, so that was definitely, he's the salesman. He's trying to like swindle you into making a good deal. So you're on the fence about this. You're overthinking it. If your gut's telling you don't do it, then listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. If your gut's like, hey, you know, this is a good idea. We've read all the fine print and all that stuff and we're ready to do this, then don't overthink it. But only you are going to know whether this is a good opportunity for you and your family or whether it's not. So choose wisely. Something is going to lead to your 10 of Pentacles because you have it twice. So this tells me that when you finally make a decision that works for you and your family, this is going to lead to your abundance. So whether this is a job change, whether this is relocating, whether this is a marriage that works for you, or whether justice is finally served in your favor for something, things start to get a whole lot better. This is having your cake and eating it too. It's a wealth of abundance, money, contentment, signing of a money agreement. So I do feel like there is some sort of contract that you are going to be entering into. It might be a prenup for some of you, like your partner could be really wealthy and maybe you need a prenup. It could be a contract of some kind, maybe for a job that pays really well, but it's something that benefits you. So just don't bite off more than you can chew and read the fine print. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Hope it helps, guys. Have a great month of December. We will see you back here soon.